I'm going to take a second to talk to you about underdogs.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird game nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
Here's some things we can focus on. 1, we tried hard. And 2, we're still dear friends.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, a.k.a. Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So the Philadelphia Eagles blew a game that, honestly, we should have won that game, man. We were right in that game. We had every opportunity to win that game. I said it yesterday. I was kind of looking forward to seeing if Jalen Hurts could have went and, got a game-winning drive on that last drive. Unfortunately, our defense did not even allow that. So we're going to talk about this a little bit, man. I've been hearing a lot of different blame going to a lot of different people. I understand a lot of people are upset, as they should be. But I really, truly feel like there was some positives to take from this game. I really do feel like we went up against a really good team, and we held our own. I mean, the defense, like I said, the defense did not do its job towards the end. But it's very hard for me to just put it on the defense. It's hard to just put it on the defense. I know that's the low-hanging fruit because of that last drive. But, we really got to look at the whole game. And the whole game, I know that he completed all his passes. That's a scheme, a fundamental thing that needs to be fixed. But there were plays made. I mean, we had a couple guys out there. Obviously, Slay got hurt towards the end. That kind of hurt a little bit. And we were holding down the run game. The run game was definitely a very, very bad, very weak part of our defense, and that seems like it flip-flopped, and now we're just letting people throw for 300 yards. So I don't really understand the scheme as far as Gannon goes. I can also sit here and say that maybe Gannon doesn't have the players he wants. I really don't know. I really don't know. I feel like we've been having these same arguments and same complaints about this coaching staff, especially the defensive side of the ball, for a long time now. So I'm not. This isn't nothing new, I feel like a lot of people are looking at Gannon and saying he's trash and, he can't do his job. But we had the same complaints about Jim Schwartz, and it seems like it's a continuous, thing that we're just continuously having a bad defense. And I don't know. I don't know if it's the coach. I don't know if it's the players. I don't know if it's a mixture of the two. We heard a lot of good things about Jonathan Gannon coming in here. Nick Sirianni was able to kind of switch up his scheme. So I don't really know why Jonathan Gannon can't do that same thing. Like I said, I don't want to put this whole loss on the defense. While it is the low-hanging fruit, it wasn't just on the defense. The offense had some plays that they didn't make. They obviously had a really good game, especially running the ball. We ran the ball over 30 times if you include Jalen Hurts, and some of those were, designed runs. So I'm upset about the loss, but like I said, I do feel like there's some good things to take from this loss. I do feel like we played well, to a certain extent. So if we play like we played the first 3.5 quarters against, the teams that we got coming up, I think we can win a lot of games. Now, the question becomes, do you want to win a lot of games? I mean, we still got 7 more games. Obviously, we hold our own pick. We hold the Dolphins pick, and we hold the Colts pick. Preferably it would be a first-round pick. But, we hold their pick. Theirs is starting to look like it might be more of a mid-round pick. Ours, depending on what happens these next couple weeks, could be a top 10, could be a mid-round pick. And it looks like the pick for the Dolphins is going to be a top pick. So do you want to just, start losing out and go ahead and get a top pick? I personally don't. I can't do that. It just stains my soul if I sit here and say we should lose games. I think you go out there and you try to win every game you can, but it's a thought that's out there. There's a lot of people that are starting to think like that. Is this team even close to being good? Is it even worth making the playoffs right now? You look at this team, and defensively, I've said this before, I definitely think we need to get better on the defensive line. This is the first year in a long time that we are very old and not productive. The past couple years we've been pretty old, but we've been at least productive, but we have not added any youth to the defensive line. So this year, the defensive line is starting to look more and more like a season that we have to shore up that defensive line, which kind of sucks to say because you do also have to get some linebackers. You do also have to get some cornerbacks. It's all defense. It's all defense. And look, I've been one to be very critical of Jalen Hurts. And I said yesterday, I gave Jalen Hurts his flowers as they are due, man. He had that fourth quarter drive to tie up the game was probably his best drive of the season, in my opinion. I really, really do feel like that. You saw him being accurate. You saw him making quick decisions, quick reads. I liked it. Was there some things that you could have took back? Definitely, probably. But at the end of the day, that's the type of quarterback that we can work with. That's something that we can grow with. If he can contend, and I said this after the Kansas City game, if he can build off of that, we might have something here with Jalen Hurts. But you know, this game really comes down to the defense. This really comes down to the mentality of our coaching staff and how it's starting to hinder our defensive players. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to be able to do to fix this. I don't know if it is fixable. That's kind of why I'm on here, to get other people's opinions, because right now I'm really starting to just feel like it's not that fixable this year, and it might be a year to just kind of worry about the draft, start looking forward. But we'll see what happens. You guys let me know. We'll go through some of these comments. What's going on, Brian? He said, can we please get OBJ? OBJ